Are we gonna see some of that drama on the Hype House reality show?
You will definitely see all of that drama on the Hype House reality show.
What about Charli and Chase? Are they
About-
back together?
Um,
The first few episodes of Awesomeness TV's Next Influencer are out now. For those who have not seen it yet, how would you sort of describe what the series is all about?
it's a group full of like teenagers in a house where they're being filmed constantly, partaking in challenges, and trying to stir up the most drama they can absolutely can.
It's a lot of drama. I watched the first 2 episodes. My mind was
There's too much drama.
yeah. Why do you feel like you are the perfect person to host this series?
No plan is part of the plan.
It's the perfect plan.
Blah, blah, blah,
No,
blah,
you're not
blah.
gonna win this competition. You don't say that about a girl. You guys are all trash.
If there's anyone that has to shut the up, it's you!
Why would you do that? What?
With my background, especially with my YouTube videos where it's storytelling and I kind of make an example of to tell the best story possible, I think that when it's coming to narrating such hectic drama in a house full of teens, that's already my job. So it makes it really easy for me to kind of be natural in that environment. So like with my friends, I obviously live in the Hype House, and it's even with a reality show at that house, it's still not as hectic as mine. so it was pretty easy.
What does Gabby say is her greatest weakness?
Oh god, I'm talking shit now, it's so bad.
You talk too much, girl. Just because she said that I talk too much, I think that she's so loud. Like I think she has a microphone in her mouth, like, and she doesn't realize it. She's like this ball of energy that she doesn't know when to calm down.
Is there anyone on this show that you're secretly rooting for to win, or that you think will go really far?
I'm rooting for shit. I mean, I love the twins. The twins are always great. They're gonna be amazing. So I'm really excited. I love watching it back and seeing it.
What do you think about Coley and Owen? Are they together? Do you think
I can never tell with Coley. I really can't.
He was very forward with him.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm very excited to see what happens.
Okay. Are we gonna find out?
You will.
Is there a happy ending, or is it like, does it implode?
Well, you just gotta watch and find out.
What do you think makes a good influencer?
It's so diverse, because I think that there's so many different categories in using the term influencer or social media creator. I think that, you know, if you genuinely love what you're making, it's going to reflect that to the audience. I think that, you know, back 4 years ago when it was popular, like, hey, look at the car I have, or hey, you know, this is how rich I am. And that was something that so many people wanted to portray on the internet and people found interesting. And now no one gives an absolute sorry, but it's now just, it's how can I be as relatable as possible? How can I entertain you for the longest amount of time? And how can I really, you know, make a career out of something I love?
Yeah.
And if you have that intention into it, then you definitely will go far. But if you're kind of just going in to make a bag and a half, then you're sadly mistaken.
Well, what about drama? Because on this show, I feel like the most interesting people seem to be the most dramatic people. Do you feel like you have to stir up drama in some way for people to care?
Not necessarily. I think that everyone has something to offer. I think the dramatic appeal to it is just something that is entertaining to us because, you know, we love it. Society itself loves laughing at people's mistakes.
Yeah.
So I think that drama is very interesting because it gives us an opportunity to judge someone else's life instead of our own.
Well, which do you think is more dramatic, this series or living in the Hype House?
Alex is having Papper jump into the pool in the ball.
No, this was his idea.
Go, jump. Jump. Go, yeah!
It's both. The thing the thing here is with, you know, the series, it obviously took like a month to film. So like it's you know, a bunch of people placed in a house and filmed. And then with the Hype House, it's definitely a bunch of people who've known each other for about 5 to 6 years who, you know, you can get pretty sick of.
Yeah. Are we gonna see some of that drama on the Hype House reality show?
You will definitely see all of that drama on the Hype House reality show.
Have you guys
100%.
Have you guys been filming that yet?
Yeah, so we have, we start filming back up again later this year or early next year.
Okay. What are we going to learn about you in the house when we tune in to that show?
I think that, you're going to learn about a lot of people. I think that so many, especially with this industry and especially with the job that we take on, you know what we put out. You judge what based on what is put out about said person. I think that, this is more of an inside look on what happens in the house and how we're all human. I think that everyone kind of holds, I don't think necessarily TikTokers, but I think in general, when people have following on the internet, they're held to a pedestal and, made examples of, and I highly agree with that. But also, I feel like people are going to realize that a lot of us are human and make a lot of mistakes.
Oh, wow. Is it hard for you to be that vulnerable and to have cameras following your every move as opposed to, hosting this series?
I think, 100% is going to be more vulnerable. I think that, no one's used to having cameras on the 24/7, even if my job is to actually do that. I think I enjoy a lot of my alone time and I don't know how much of it I'm going to be getting.
Yeah. Who all is a part of it? Do you know, or can you say it?
I don't want to say just yet, just because I want it to be a surprise, because there's some stuff up our sleeve.
Okay. But we're definitely going to see you on it.
You're definitely going to see me. You're definitely going to see Cobra, and you're definitely going to see some few faces you weren't expecting.
Will we see Bryce and Thomas's issues potentially play out?
You'll see the issues for sure. That's a given. I think that's just something that, those two, I honestly think they'll get married before me and Cobra, but I don't know. I think that it's a lot. It's a lot to play out. I'm very excited for the dynamic of that.
I am too. I feel like everyone watches that and they're like, what is happening?
Every day.
Every day. And
We don't even know what's happening.
How do you sort of manage to stay out of all the crazy drama? I feel like you have a good head on your shoulders and you're pretty Switzerland.
I don't know. I can't. Okay, so pardon my language, but I'm the biggest bitch you'll ever meet. I'm literally, I don't do confrontation. That's how I stay out of dramas. I hate it so much that I will do anything not to be in it. If you meet anyone, I'm very nice to everyone. Anyone who's ever met me, I'm extremely, outgoing and stuff. Just, I prefer to be that way. So I feel like if anyone was to say anything about me, it probably would be a lie.
It just came to my attention that you want to get married.
What gave that away?
The hundreds of texts saying marry me?
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this your proposal?
I'm not proposing to marry.
I think it should be.
No, I'm not marrying you. I mean, not now.
Let's talk about a relationship that I don't think is going to implode, and that is you and Cobra.
Yes.
You guys were doing long distance, I believe, for a long time before you moved out to LA.
Yeah, I met her on Snapchat 2 years ago, a little more than 2 years ago. And we started talking around, November. And then she flew out to visit. And then it was for a week and it was inseparable. I fell in love with it instantly. And I knew I had to see her. And then I flew out and surprised her. And then she flew out and decided to stay after that.
You guys met on Snapchat?
Yeah. And yet they won't give me a damn brand deal.
What do you love most about her being 2 years in now? And I think you guys are still living in the same show.
Yeah, we've lived together since the beginning, really. We didn't really have a choice. We were kind of homeless together in cars. So I think that we've kind of stuck together the entire time.
Yeah. What is it about her that you think makes it work?
Comfortableness. Me and her are very comfortable with each other. It's not like we feel as if we need to go and I feel like I could lay in bed with her for a week straight and not get tired of her. So it's for me, it's where I'm just I love spending every minute with her.
You guys are young, but it sounds obviously
mature.
Yeah, mature and serious, and she's your best friend.
Yeah.
Do you think about taking the next step?
I'm too young. Way too young. I with this job already, I grow up so quickly that I'm scared I'll miss out on my childhood. So I think that when the time comes, it'll be right. I plan on marrying her one day. I think that when the time comes, though, it'll be right.
Yeah.
I don't want to rush into it. I think the worst decisions are made rushed in.
Yeah. You said you guys lived together from the beginning because you basically lived in cars how do you feel like you guys have both helped each other overcome whatever has happened in your past? And
I mean, we both had such a big drive. I think that, we were in such a tough spot to the point where we wanted to make a change in both of our lives, and it made sense to do it together. We kind of made the decision to move in together at such an early age, but early state in our relationship, because it made sense. Not necessarily like, oh, we have to move in together. It made sense because we both couldn't afford a place by ourselves. We had to do it together.
She said I cheated, that's just f***ed up, but you believed it, ain't that convenient?
I gotta ask you about Griffin Johnson. He recently alluded to the fact that Dixie cheated on him and not the other way around.
I'm friends with both of them, extremely good friends with both of them. So it's, my biggest thing is I'm so happy for both of their success, but I'm also extremely happy for, their happiness. So if they find happiness, I will always support them no matter what it is. And I think that, their relationship sadly was very public and was ended very publicly, but I'm glad to see that they both moved on pretty well.
Yeah.
So.
What about Charli and Chase? Are they back together?
It's the same thing too. I mean, the only difference between Dixie and Griffin and Charli and Chase is the age. It's just, these kids are so young. Charli and Chase are so young, and I think also Charli's one of the biggest creators ever right now. I think that, everyone has their eyes on her, and I think that there's some things in life she wants to keep private, and it's very hard when people pry.
Okay, that's fair. Listen, I'm just doing my job, but I totally respect the way that you answered both of those questions.
And that's how I stay out of drama.
Yeah.